Hello fellow sim racers and welcome back to the new video. Today we are racing in Circuit de Barcelona in Catalonia, Spain. Qualification went sort of good. I qualified in 7th place, which should give me a possibility to fight for better positions on the start. I decided to start on the soft tire and switch it to the medium around 3rd lap. What will happen in the first corners is that I misjudged the braking point and brake too early. I'm hit from the back and as a result I am going into the back of the cars in front of me, but still handling the situation better than the guy who just went straight ahead. I am giving the position to a guy in 4th because I realized that I gained a position in unfair way. Going into turn 4, I will take the inside line and thankful to the contact of the guys in front of me, I will gain 2 positions, so we are now in P2. What a great start. So now my main goal is to keep up with the guy in front. Fast forward to the last couple of corners of the first lap, and unfortunately, going out of the penultimate corner, I'm going too wide and going into the sand, which allows the guy in 3rd place gain on me, and now he is in my slipstream. So what are my options here? It's either to defend or not to defend, and I decide to take it to the right and defend into the first corner. We're going into the braking zone. I am on the inside, he's on the outside, and he goes past, but we are still in the battle, so we are switching back to the left and we'll try to switch it back into the next corner as well. We are choosing the different trajectories through the corners, different lines, but after a couple of corners he will still be in front of us, unfortunately for me, but that's alright. We are still in the battle, we are still fighting for podium places. The main goal is now just to stick with him and pressure him into making a mistake or just being faster than him. That's also an option. And also the good news is that we are just 1.8 seconds from the guy in the first place, which is not a lot, and we are still in the contention even for the first place if everything goes good. Going into the last sector, we are basically on the back bumper of the guy in front of us, Ali Malek, and here we are just 0.2 seconds behind him, but given the history of the previous lap, I'm being too cautious into the penultimate corner, which loses me a couple of tenths. And on the main straight we are getting actually a bit better exit than Ali Malek, and we started this straight with a gap of 0.7 seconds and now it goes down to 0.4. Breaking into the first corner, we are again 0.2 seconds behind Ali Malek, but what's more important, we are now just less than a second from the first place. That means that the battle for the first place is on, and we are having the seats on the front row, and probably we will take that piece of that cake ourselves. So into the 4th turn, the guy number 1 just does something stupid and Ali Malek just goes through, and we going through as well, so we are now 2nd. With all of the battling in front of us, I almost forget that sometimes you need to defend your position, and now the guy in the 3rd place are alongside us, and from one side I need to defend it to keep the position, but on the other side I don't need any accidents because it's the lap we are going to pit on. So there are just a couple of corners to go with the Ali Malek making a mistake. And I think we are the only one who are going on the pit stop on this lap. We are switching to the medium tire, which should last us through the end of the race. We are getting back on the track in the 12th position, which actually makes me question whether that was a good decision to pit on the third lap and whether we needed to pit at all. But let's see how it unravels, how it unfolds in the next 5 laps. The gap to the leader now is 23 seconds, and let's see whether that's increase or decrease over the next couple of laps. And unfortunately, by the end of the lap, I already can see that the gap increases by 1.5 seconds, with the one guy going just off the track, and a couple of guys are on the pit stop now, so we are getting to the 6th position, and we will have a chance to fight for a 5th. Will that be successful? I try to keep it safe. And yeah, probably I went too safe, and that's the position that we could have gained in that corner. But nevertheless, we are still in contention for that place, and at this point of time, I don't exactly know how many drivers haven't had their pit stops yet. I can see that the leader haven't, but can't say anything about the others. Approaching the last couple of corners of the lap, we already can see the guy in the 4th place, which gives me hope that we can get that position, or after the pit stop, or rather on the track. But here something interesting happens. He decides to go to the pit, but then he gets back to the track, almost murdering the guy in front of me. Well, that was a weird decision by him. Was that a mistake or not? I don't know. But with him going out of the track, and also I think someone had a pit stop, so we are now in the 4th position, and the gap to the leader is 10 seconds, but the leader haven't had his pit stop yet. So as you can see, the gap right now is 9.7 seconds, and I think that will shrink considerably in the following couple of laps. And indeed it shrinks by 1.5 seconds, and that's when he decides to make a pit stop. So now we have I think we'll have the 3rd place. Yes, we are. And the gap to Ali Malik is 6 seconds. Skipping 1 lap forward to the lap number 8, the final lap, because to be honest, nothing interesting has happened on the 7th lap. The only thing that changed is that the gap to Ali Malik rose from 6 to 11 seconds, and gap to the 2nd place also rose to 3 seconds. And basically at this point of time I understand that it's not a battle for the 2nd place, it's actually more about keeping the 3rd place, because medium tires are already dead, and I started this lap with gap of 7.5 seconds to the 4th place, and now it quickly shrinks, it's already 6.6 seconds. And with each turn I'm losing more and more time. Except for this turn, I guess the driver behind me made some sort of mistake. No, actually he got overtaken by other guy, and To be honest, it's a pain to drive with such tire. You can see that I'm battling the car in every corner. It just doesn't want to turn, it slides horrendously, and that's the scene with the Forza Motorsport. When your tires are done, then basically you cannot drive the car at all. I am barely escaping the sand on the exit of penultimate corner, and I have to release in the last corner not to go into the sand as well. And this lap was 6 seconds slower than my fastest lap in this race. But nevertheless, we are finishing in the 3rd place. We are on the podium, which is great achievement for myself, to be honest, and I'm very happy with the result. The only thing I can unhappy with in this race is the first lap, where I made a mistake in the turn 1 and also made a mistake in the penultimate corner. So thank you for watching, please like, share and subscribe, and have a good rest of your day.